Now I'm going to try to show you how to do your pinch bolts. This is a little hard for me. I've never really done a recording before in video, but I'm going to do my best. So these are the pinch bolts here. If you've got pinch bolts like these that are somewhat recessed into the fork tubes, can you see that? I can't even tell if I'm looking at the right thing. Right there. Little thing I'd recommend, because you want to be able to make sure you've got a hole available that you can grab the wire and not have the hole be coming out back here where you can't really get to it. So a good way to do that is when you get the bike, torque these to spec, then make a little mark somewhere on both sides, and little magic marker, and then drill there in that spot. That way you'll always, when it's torqued properly, you'll see just like these, the holes are available to add the wire in. So for pinch bolts, because it's so tight, I like to use a thinner safety wire for this. I'm going to pull out a little strand of this thin stuff. And again, what we're going to do is connect these two, and then this axle bolt I'm going to actually connect here. So we're going to do a three-way. So I'm going to pull this through, try to find the other end. There we go. Again, remembering what we did the last time with the brake calipers. Try to pull it even. I might have made this piece a little too short, but we'll find out soon enough. So remember, we're going to loosen it. We want to go to tighten it. So we want to go and pull in this direction. So we're going to pull that through. Again, using that snapping method I showed you, grab the end. Hold the wire in place with the other wire in your thumb. Give it a snap, and then it pulls it nice and tight. Then give it a twist around. Then you're going to go and match that to the other hole. And in this case, that's right here. So not a lot of twisting there. It's going to be pretty short. I might even do this by hand. Give it a couple of twists. See where we're at. Lines up perfectly. Now we're going to run this through the hole. This thing, again, it's a little tight. You got to mess around with it a little bit. Bend the wire, bend it back. Try to find our way through. And there we go. Straight out the other end. And again, as I mentioned, I made these marks when I got the bike and I torqued these to spec. Then made the a magic marker dot, and that's where I drilled my hole. That way I always know I'm going to line up. Give it a couple snaps. Pull that tight. Pull this up. Again, want to make sure when you're going around the other wire, you're not doing it down below. You're pulling it up so it's tight up against the wire coming out of the hole. And we're going to tighten that. Remember, we're going to go to here once this is tightened. So give myself a little room. And I'm kind of doing this awkwardly because I'm on the wrong side, but I'm going to do this by hand because it's so tight, space-wise. And again, remember that trick I showed you. Pull it down and twist. Pull it down and twist. That'll grab this area that's down tight that you can't even see it, little tiny like space where the wire is lifting off the bolt. That'll make it nice and tight. I'm going to unplug that. And we're going to run this through. In this case, this bolt, what we're really trying to do is just so it, we're not going all the way through. We're just going to grab a corner so the bolt doesn't really, the axle nut really, I guess you would call it, Can't really move one way or the other. Give it a couple snaps like I showed you. And it's being difficult, so. Gun that out a little bit so you can get it. So it'll snap through. There we go. And we're going to snap in. Give it a tap with my hand. There we go. Snapped in nice and tight. And we're just going to wrap that around like that. And again, I'll do a manual pigtail on that. Again, the wrap and twist method like that. Probably not my best job, given that I'm trying to like show the camera. I'm not really at the angle I would use, but hopefully that makes sense to everybody. Again, we're gonna clip that pigtail and then fold it over, make it nice and safe. Give it a nice squeeze, and then again, push it back inside. You'll see the wire moving, right? Again, to tighten it, pushing it back up just makes it tight and easy. So that one's done.